All right, so before this video plays, I want to clear up a few things, okay? As I mentioned in on my community tab, right, and in the community feed, I took this video down due to more information I obtained after I released it, which I'll admit is a mistake on my part because I should have just taken the extra time that I needed to verify all of the things I needed before releasing the video. That said, please understand that I pride myself on my research and the preparation I take for my videos so that they're accurate to the very best of my knowledge. So I found out afterwards, okay, after I released that video, that the man I mentioned later on in this particular video, whose name is Keith Williams, actually passed away last month in the month of April. And in the video, I alleged that this was a ploy or a front in order to escape the accountability and the heat that he was facing, the backlash from all of the people that he scammed over the years. Now, listen, I took down the video so that I could excise a piece of it, okay? Out of respect for Keith Williams' family and their mourning. However, please understand, death does not excuse or absolve you from the misdeeds you carried out while you were alive. I hear men all too often use the word legacy, right? And they often tie that to the children that they'll leave behind. But in factuality, our legacies are tied to the impact that we have on the world and the type of life that we leave behind once we are gone. Not your children. Your children can go on to be absolute pieces of trash and forsake every lesson that you ever taught them. All right. I need you all to understand that your legacy is determined by the type of life you led while you were here, how you treated the people you came into contact with, and the deeds that you carried out while you lived day to day, whether those deeds were good or bad. That is what you're leaving behind. And while I do not make it a habit of speaking ill of the dead, I 1000% believe that you are succeeded by whatever life you built, or in his case, destroyed during your time above ground. Now, I had Coach Saffy respond in the comments of that video. I wish I screenshotted it, but I didn't. The first time she responded, she said, "Interesting video," and that was it, with an exclamation mark after it. Then she returned later and edited her comment to say that I had one of my details wrong about the individual named Sal Khan and that it was the wrong person and that my take on her overall page was off. Let me say this. Coach Saffy, if you feel offended by this video, I want to personally extend the invitation for you to join me on a live where I will give you the floor to defend yourself publicly from anything that I've said about you or your content that you have a problem with. We can do it on your channel or we can do it on mine. It doesn't matter to me because I have no problem addressing your community directly, nor do I have an issue with having the discourse back and forth with you to get to the bottom of it if you feel that I've wronged you in some way by producing the content that I have. But as it stands right now, I think your channel is an abomination. I think it's a culmination of just bullshit content where you promote and push garbage out to your followers and disguise it as opportunities. And then you get the kickback because they sign up using whatever link that you put in your videos. I've already reached out to you and given you my direct email, so if you feel more comfortable responding there, then by all means, you know how to reach me. But I just watched the live stream you did on C12 or whatever it is, where again, there's someone making promises of earning 12% daily. Ma'am, that's over 360% a month and over 4,320% every single year. So pardon me if I call absolute cap on what it is that you're doing over there. You know how to reach me if you want to do this live, but I'm warning you now. You better come ready because I absolutely will. And now that we've gotten the docket out of the way, onto the video, I hope you all enjoy the content. And again, thank you for watching and giving me your support. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Your views matter. Everything you say. I read the comments all the time. So y'all know me. I'm not afraid with going back and forth with someone in the comments, especially if I'm wrong. I'll call it out myself. Have no problem. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again in the future. But listen, that's enough of that. On to the video. Thank you all for your support. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you tonight. We're doing some content tonight. All right? Later.
investment time. Investment time. Yo, if you want to earn some passive income, I'm talking 0.5% on your money daily. Then there's somebody I need to introduce you to. Her name Coach Saffy. She from my don't wait on for pounds happy. I ain't investing with none of these laffy taffies. None of these laffies don't look like Saffy. They don't talk like Saffy. I'm talking Coach Saffy. She the only one that make me boss out the lapper. Numbers rising and my foot just tapping. She the only one I see change the lives of 1,000 families like entrepreneur. She built a golf club up from the dirt. Another golf club's going around the earth. I guarantee that none of these other investors won't converse.
What's up? Do you all know what the definition of a parasite is? I mean the full technical definition of the word parasite. Do we all know what that is? Here, you know what? Let's read it together. All right? I want there to be perfect context for what it is that I'm talking about, so let's read it together for context. Parasite, an organism that lives in or on an organism of another species, its host, and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense. And that, my friends, is exactly what this lady who goes by the name of Coach Saffy is. She's a goddamn parasite that has been moving from host to host to host here on YouTube, feeding on the good faith and hopium of the people. Now, scammers come in all shapes, colors, and sizes, as we know, right? I think this person is a special case, though, okay? She's a special case of someone who I think has one of the worst channels here on YouTube that I've ever had the displeasure of discovering. And she's been under the radar for the most part because she's been skating from scam to scam to scam while being largely unnoticed, mostly due to her following not being very large. She's got about 2,000 more followers than I have right now. So she's nowhere near the EYLs and the Jay Morrisons of the world, right, in terms of follower support. But she's still slithering her way up the food chain, finding new financially ignorant victims to prey on as she goes. And y'all, the most egregious thing about Coach Saffy is that she doesn't even have any remorse about it. She just hops from one money grab to the next money grab, from one Ponzi scheme to the next one. Her YouTube channel should not even be allowed to exist as social media content. That's how bad it is over there on her channel. Where do we start with this woman's content? Well, I guess I'd like to go all the way back to the beginning of her videos and start there. Let me ask you all, do you notice anything in particular from the video titles that she seems to put out that seem a little sketchy to you all? One of the very first videos she put out was on Forex Factory. Forex Factory was supposed to be a new trading platform that guaranteed you returns in the market, don't they all? But what do we all know about guarantees? About guaranteed returns by now? What do we know, my people? Well, we all know that anytime someone guarantees you a return of any kind, that is most likely a scam. Because the nature of the market dictates that it is impossible to guarantee anyone a confident return of any kind. You can't do that to the investor. So we all know what Forex is, right? Forex, for those of you who do not know, Forex stands for foreign exchange market. Now, Forex on its own, okay, is actually a legit way to make money by buying and selling different forms of world currency. But what is happening right now, and what is happening in finance, is that these sleazy ass predators are taking a system that has a legitimate trading platform that they know is widely recognized, and they're using it as the framework of their scams. That is literally where the birth of all of the various MLM scams and Ponzi schemes started in regards to building teams that will teach you how to trade in Forex. And you got all the different tiers and levels and VIPs, whatever terminology and name that they want to attach to these various positions within the scam, right? To make it sound important so that you will come into the business opportunity and say, well, damn, I want to be a top level VI member as well. I want to be one of the top dogs. But it's all bullshit. So she started off doing videos on MetaTrader and Forex Factory. Well, I tell everyone that watches my channel all the time to use the tools that you have right in front of you. And one of the best things that we have at our disposal is Google. All right. So I took the liberty of Googling both Forex Factory and MetaTrader 4, which if they're on number 4, then that means that they've had 3 other forms of this awesome trading service that have failed, right? Okay, so listen, let's take a look at some of the information I was able to find through a website called trustpilot.com, which is a website that you can use to look up almost any business or platform and get unbiased, real reviews on them. They do not take money from the outside to post positive or negative reviews. All of the reviews are from actual real people. So let's see what the people had to say about 2 of the platforms that 100% trusted Coach Saffy endorsed on her channel. Shall we? All right, so the first one I got pulled up here is Forex Factory. And it has a poor rating. What do you know? Who could have guessed? And just to give you all context on this, okay, there are 28 reviews. Out of those 28 reviews, 60% of the reviews were unfavorable with 1 star. So what did I do? Of course, I clicked on the 1 stars. I want to see what people are saying about Forex Factory. All right. So, well, let's read. So, one of the reviews say, do not believe any good review you are seeing. It could be the owners of the site. I innocently invested with Forex Factory, hoping I would get returns as promised. They left me waiting for $40K, which was inaccessible. Got so frustrated that I had to reach out to someone in Shield Forensics, and I had the opportunity to be restored of what I thought I had lost. The steps are quite easy, but needs to be followed accurately. Well, that's one bad review, right? Let's read another. Filled with broker ads everywhere, and the community is downright rude from the get-go. The whole place is a cesspool of stuck-up demo traders that pretend to know what they're talking about whilst trash-talking everything and bullying new members. The management don't even trade. Just look at head moderator. He's a psychologist listed in his bio, and the owner hasn't posted since 2010 after a series of issues linked to scams in their commercial section. Wow. Let's read another one. Waiting for payout. They have charged 22% GST on my payout amount along with security deposit, but even after I have not received payment till date. This is obviously a person speaking broken English, which is typically who they target. It's just the truth. Here's the last one I'm going to read from this one. It says, don't fall for the lies of this scam brokerage. There are dubious scammers posing as professional brokers. The company is unlicensed and unfit to manage the investments of anyone. They bait investors with favorable benefits and incentives on their investment deals. I fell for one of their tricks and opened an account. I was given a fake account manager to handle any requests or issues I might have. The manager convinced me to fund my account with money. I invested a total of 7,500 euros and waited for my money to grow. I requested for my money after a month, to which I was asked to pay undiscussed tax charges on the investment. I was still denied access to my money after paying the fees. I started calling the manager and customer support, but couldn't get any response or feedback for days. I reported them to the FCA, who informed me about the illegitimacy of Forex Factory. What other proof do y'all need? Huh? Y'all think I just be talking? I don't just talk. I thought I had lost all my money until I came across Bermuda Finance Security, a cybersecurity firm. They helped me retrieve my money through a coin chargeback process since I made all of my payments with Bitcoin. I urge you to stay away from Forex Factory. They will just steal your money. Well, that's one investment she told you to sign up for, right? 100% trusted Coach Saffy, by the way. Well, let's look at another one because I got another one pulled up. I got MetaTrader 4 pulled up as well, all right? This one has 111 reviews with a bad rating. So it's worse, even worse than the last rating. Out of those 111 total views, 73% of them are 1 star. Let's get into it. This company has scammers in it. Over a year ago, I was scammed by a huge sum by a company called Richmond Super. Then 6 months ago, agents, call them Ed and Peter, from MetaTrader 4 contact me saying the company could help me recover my lost funds from the blockchain. Reluctantly, I agreed. Then in order to establish a proof of funds, we withdrew a large sum of money from my bank account, used it to move funds back and forth between various trading platforms. Turned out that process was a shell game to confuse me. And after a month of that, I lost complete contact with Peter and Ed and the company. I also lost track of where all the money ended up and couldn't find any of it anywhere. Wow. Since then, I have had numerous companies call me with similar offers to recover my funds from the blockchain. It's impossible for me to determine which are legitimate and which are scammers. I am completely disillusioned with men in this industry and would advise you to definitely steer clear of this company in particular. That was February 20th of 2024, you all. Let's read a little bit more. Scammed big time. Scammers control the numbers. They lure you in, make you believe you are making good money quickly, pay off your mortgage, buy a Porsche, etc., right? That's what they all say. Then, bam, hits you in the face. They've taken all of your money and never to be recovered, working from corrupt countries in the first place like Ivory Coast or Caribbean islands. Everything is fake. Check trading companies with the FCA first. You have been warned. So, again, how much more proof do y'all need? Huh? How much more proof of concept do y'all need? Huh? Okay, well, Coach Saffy right now isn't looking too good, right? She's not looking good as a trusted, valuable resource of knowledge on how to legit make your money multiply. But, hey, she has more content on her page. So let's just keep looking through it. Because for a minute, listen, I thought to myself, I said, maybe she's just misguided. Okay, maybe she's just misguided herself. Maybe she really is just trying to help the people and that she's just getting taken advantage of. And then I saw this. Now, I'm aware that to most of you, you have no idea who this man is within this thumbnail, standing alongside our 100% trusted Coach Saffy, am I right? But don't you worry. I got you. I got y'all, all right? The man who is pictured with our 100% trusted coach is named Keith Williams. Keith has been scamming his way to success for years. Some of you may have recognized him by now from a video that I did on one of their many Ponzi schemes, Hypernation. This is Keith Williams and Brenda Chunga, two leeches and scam artists that have scammed the hyper community out of millions and can go on promoting the Ponzi scheme because, like many of the other leaders, they sit at the top of the food chain, feasting on the financial contributions of everyone below them. See, I recognize his face anywhere. So this means that 100% trusted Coach Saffy is not only attached to two other questionable trading platforms that have been called out for scamming investors, but now she's also affiliated, or at the very least being seen within the company of scamming ass Keith Williams. They made him the ambassador of the brand, and since their original actor that they hired to play that part is nowhere to be found, it's all coming back on Keith. And of course, Hypernation itself is dead. Just like Hypercapital, just like Hyperfund, just like Hyperverse, and just like Hypercosmos. But you get it, right? Let's move on. There's a reason many of these scammers operate outside of the US. And simply put, it's because a lot of other countries do not have the technology, the manpower, or the regulation that we have. So they can move around completely unchecked and unverified outside of the US. I gotta tell you, listen, so far, it's not looking good for our 100% trusted Coach Saffy. If we continue on through the list of various videos put out by Coach Saffy, you'll just end up seeing more of the same. Seminars, claims of passive income opportunities. Oh, look, there's a video of her trying to explain to people how to withdraw their money from the Ponzi pyramid scam that she promoted. As you can see, 100% trusted Coach Saffy just keeps moving like the disease she is from one scam to the next, from one host to the next. Oh, look, there's Binance promotion videos. Another platform that's been shut down and has gone completely out of business. She's up to 4 now, right? Here, she even admits to being scammed by MetaMask, which was yet another fraudulent platform she promoted that has failed completely. That's number 5. Listen, anybody that uses the term manifest, I want y'all to immediately disregard them.
Also, guys, in January, I take part in something called a brain fast, a 43-day brain fast. I've done this every single year. This is going to be my 4th year of doing a brain fast. And every single year after finishing my brain fast, I literally manifest everything that I was focusing on within those 43 days. Just message me the word brain fast and I'll probably create a Telegram group or something. So who wants to do the brain fast with me, you guys can do it with me. It's not a problem. It's incredible. It takes up a lot of energy because we have to focus on certain things and we have to really distract from social media and detach from the world in a kind of way. But the results that I have been able to produce after every brain fast has been incredible. I've manifested 6-figure incomes, up 7 figures. Yeah, let's manifest that for next year. I've manifested a new car. I manifested a whole renovation of house. I've manifested a world tour. I've manifested certain levels of leadership. I've manifested so many things. The list is so long. So next year I'm looking forward to doing my brain fast. If you want to do it with me, just DM me brain fast and I'll include you in that Telegram.
This manifest culture bullshit that we've allowed social media to hinge their success on has to stop. You can sit at home and think about all the wonderful things you desire all you want, and not a damn thing is going to happen until you get up off your ass and put in the work. And I'm talking about legitimate work, not that little shit that y'all be doing on the internet and you know, y'all entrepreneurs on the internet and all that shit. No, real work. But let's keep moving. We go further and you'll start to see 100% trusted Coach Saffy shift her video content once more. This time, she's talking about a new opportunity that she's bringing you all because, of course, she has a new opportunity. Scammers always have new opportunities to pitch to you. Do you know why? Because all of the previous opportunities apparently didn't work. Because if they did, you wouldn't need a new one. So, TLC, which stands for Trade Like Crazy. Wow. Crazy. Fuck out of here. Let's see what kind of bullshit she's up to now. So, we're on her page. Well, oh, you can see it. There it is. There's a couple videos right there. There's another one. There's another TLC, Trade Like Crazy. Trade Like Crazy. There's another one there. There's another one there. And look at what she's got. Okay? If you go through her videos, Trade Like Crazy, she went on a hell of a run in the last 2 months, okay? 2 months ago, she went on a crazy trade like crazy run. And in one of her videos, she's interviewing a guy by the name of Sal Khan. What is a person like that doing with the video like this, which called Saffy, where he's pitching you all on a trading bot? Let's watch.
I welcome you to this plug and profit opportunity called Trade Like Crazy, where you can earn anywhere from 15 to 30% a month, paid out 6 days a week. And it is something that allows you to begin for as little as $20.
What I tell y'all about, didn't we just have a discussion about promises being made? About promises on returns being made? Didn't we just have a discussion about that? Sounds like Sal Khan is starting to fit the box. Let's keep watching.
Which definitely allows for anyone to come and test it out, whether they are struggling financially or they're in these different markets, whether it be South America, Asia, Africa, wherever they are, an entry point of $20, which allows them to earn that 15 to 30% a month, and not just a holding position, but rather an earning position. More so, what makes this opportunity stand out is the real API verifiable trading, meaning that the results of what they're doing on the exchange is fed in this case from Bybit, the exchange, where the traders are executing their trades, are visible inside of our back office untampered. Again, we get paid daily, we can withdraw daily. I actually just executed a withdrawal a few hours before earlier today.
Of course you did. Shut the fuck up. All right, listen. If you look at this list, it has all of the key points and makes all of the check marks on the list that you could ever need to know about to identify this as a verified scam, okay? And we're going to go through them. Earn 15 to 30% per month. Listen, anything that is promising you 15 to 30% of a return every single month cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted. If this was real, if this was a real thing, if this was a real program earning you 15 to 30% a month, do you know how many multi-millionaires that trade every single day in and out of the stock market would be on this? This would be a global phenomenon. It's not real. Let's keep going. Minimum to start, just $20, you guys. Just $20 entry fee, right? You got $20, right? Don't you got 20? You got 20. Sounds like every other fucking fake guru that you hear these days. Here it is. Paid daily, withdraw daily. Paid daily, withdraw daily. Headquarters office, here it is in Armenia. Don't you want to be involved in a program where the headquarters office is in Armenia? Oh my God. Weekly Zooms with the CEO and traders. Yeah, that's the... What? Let me tell you something about the weekly Zooms, all right? Hypernation, Hyperverse, Hypercosmos, whatever you want to call it, they had Zooms too with a guy named Sam Lee. And Sam Lee was the guy that they hired, that they brought in off the street, didn't know a goddamn thing. He was virtually unknown to everyone, okay? They brought in Sam Lee to be the face of this brand. And what you would do is you would have Zoom calls with Sam Lee so that it looks like, listen, our CEO is out here in the front. He's for the people. But behind closed doors, Sam Lee was really somewhere in Russia speaking to you from a dark corner of the room about a project that was doomed to fail from the start. Nobody gives a shit about your Zoom calls. It's just another tactic to will you in. But let's keep reading. Powerful 6 to 7 to 8 figure referral program. Oh, there it is. There it is. The referral program. That's everything you need to know. Isn't this? This is shaping up to be your classic MLM. Your classic multi-level marketing scam. Your classic multi-level marketing pitch. Referral program. Anything that has a referral program and has to deal with stocks and trading, I don't want nothing to do with it, and neither should you. 15 levels of commissions, 5 levels of daily check math, $500,000 of rank up bonuses. Listen, man. Listen. At this point, y'all, I can see the play coming from a mile away. All right? The conferences, the courses, the trader AI bots, the promises of returns, all of these types of people have the same exact playbook with the same tactics yielding the same results. Money out of your pocket and into theirs. I want all of you, okay, to be on the same page as me so that you can see the play as well before they can even execute it on the field. Spread this message. Share this video. Protect and inform all the people that you care about in your close circles, okay? So that they do not end up in a situation where they are trying to depend on a 100% trusted coach that lives in another country somewhere who you'll never see ever, trying to tell them how to get rich. Either this woman is really and truly a brain-dead idiot, or she just plays one on TV. Either way, 100% trusted Coach Saffy isn't someone I would ever recommend you follow for financial advice. See you all in the next video.